little high ground walking on this little washout. Barely any rock showing, but I know where I am. It might have a little busted base. Oh, but it makes up for it in tip. Oh yeah. Look at that beauty. Definitely for pain. Hard to say without that base. It could be a little Elora, which oftentimes have snap bases. Almost has that look to it. But with the damaged base, damaged ear, wouldn't surprise me if it was ancient. Smoker tip. You see a little red tip, little heat treatment. Back on them, baby. Back on them. All right, y'all. Till the next one. See ya. Flipping debris, water's high with the Nature Boy, baby. Thank you, sir.
Of course, man.
I just flipped some debris back and touched it, and it is. Again, you got to know where you're at. Look at that little serrated puppy.
Oh my goodness, you got some eyes on you, Ben.
Boy, they don't call me Hawkeye for nothing. A little translucent, little coloration on it. Looks like Fort Ancient, pink and white. Fort Ancient material. Most likely a Fort Ancient point. Probably traded down here from Ohio. That's not local, I can tell you that much. Brother, look at that little puppy. I fucking could pick up 100 of those in a day. I mean, one is more than enough. I'm more than happy, but you see what I mean by moving this debris?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we hadn't been here 2 minutes.
Where people don't normally look.
Woo! What a cutie. Last little look. Dude, that's a day maker.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, boys. Just wanted to do this video for my little brother. So sad I couldn't get these points on film, and neither could he, but at the same time we got the in situs. And you know, just wanted to do a quick little cleanup video for my brother, who within a 5-day period found this scream and dovetail, and we believe it to be a dovetail based on the notching. And super butter smooth, just ground base and slightly rounded. Almost has a Kirk or a Lost Lake looking base, but definitely has that dovetail notch. And I got here's about a group of 5 dovetails and a couple broken base dovetails, but you can see the C notch again. You see that hard C notch right there. Just wanted to kind of show you what was some of the flaking and notching of what we believe was a dovetail he recently found 5 days after finding this incredible quad from a boat. Saw it from the kayak, pulled over, wasn't sure what it was, and oh my gosh. I mean, look at the micro serrations on that bad boy. Edge work all the way around her, just like a greenbrier, which are, you know, I brought 3 greenbriers, 3 pine trees, 4 Lost Lakes, a Dalton, a couple paleo fluted points, a transitional greenbrier / quad to go with his greenbrier, and you can see how similar it is. Just it's starting to get feet and more of a stem versus, you know, versus just the retracting base. But I mean, just for an 11,500-year-old point, which is about the time frame of a quad, to have all those micro serrations, it might have just the tiniest little tip nick on it. I mean, I love that, how you see that what looks like overshot flaking and big percussion flakes and fine pressure. The material's very interesting. I would probably say Dover or Payne, most likely Payne, but could be Buffalo. It's hard to say, and you can even tell on an 11,500-year-old point. The lighting's not doing it justice, but it has a lot of pinkish in it and stuff like that, which it appears to have been heat treated as well, but absolutely unreal and very ground. Right through there, very ground on the base. And again, you see the footed, you know, the quad evolved, in my belief, into the greenbrier. That's why a lot of people call this a quad, not a greenbrier. but you can see the slight differences. Just wanted to show this off for my brother one time, and you know, show these lost lakes here, because we weren't quite sure if, you know, the notching on this one, again, the base on this one looks a little bit more like a lost lake, but the notching on it, that C notch just doesn't quite line up, in my opinion, to the swooping notch. It's not a swooping notch at all. I would definitely venture to say the one he found 5 days after his quad was a dovetail, and found very close in the vicinity of this one right here, so very close to where that one was found. And again, I believe this to be a dovetail as well. It's not quite a button base, not quite a clip wing, which you see the clip wings, you know, not quite a clip wing, and nor is it the classic big rounded base, but I do believe it's kind of in between like a button and maybe a clip wing, or a button and a classic base. And just wanted to show, you know, again, some of the dovetail bases, some of the Lost Lake / dovetail / Kirk bases. Here's that bad boy hardened with just the unreal flaking on it. There's that Cumberland he found, just of course a shame. Here's the Beaver Lake, and see how this quad has those micro serrations on it all up the sides. You know, here's a Beaver Lake. It also has a lot of micro serrations. Real fine tooth, fine edge work on that bad boy, but you can see the micro serrations would have been up there towards the top 1/3 of the point, which is very similar to that quad. It kind of stops right about the widest point where the micro serrations kind of end. But yeah, just a little rock talk video for you. Here's a couple green, you know, 3 greenbriers. You know, we got the lobe base, we got the contracting base, and we get more of the straight base. And then, you know, obviously, I believe it went quad, greenbrier, pine tree. You know, that's kind of the evolution there, straight from what was the Clovis or Cumberland. And yeah, again, threw a Dalton in here that just was missing about a 1/4 inch of its tip. So sad. So you can kind of see that, and then through the little Paleo point that I found, most certainly fluted. Fine edge work all the way around it, but a little different than the quad. This probably leans more into a Clovis or paint rock, or probably not even a paint rock, probably more into the Clovis family. And you see his Cumberland here, which is just outrageous. But again, like the greenbrier right there, it just has the fine edge work all the way around the base, all the way around the whole point itself. You know, they didn't leave 1 inch or 1 little centimeter of this point unnabbed. And just very ground. This one's about 1,000 years at least older than the quad. So that's about let's say about a 12,500 year old point. It's about 11,500 year old point. And one big congratulations to old Josey Whales. Here's a little stinger of a Beaver Lake before it built up. So you don't get to see the micro serrations or anything like that on it, but just wanted to share. Again, 5 days later, he got this smoking little dovetail, which I think is pretty good from the notching. Be able to call dove. The base doesn't quite line up, but neither does this one. Neither does that one in here. If I put both these in my hand, it almost looks like the same person made it. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'll put those 2 down. Here, let me put this one down. I'm gonna give y'all one last look at this quad, because this is I don't think you can find a nicer example. Just gorgeous. Congratulations, Josey. A very sexy piece of history. Let's say she's about, she's probably 2 3/4. 2 3/4 inch quad, which is actually a fairly decent sized quad. I don't think that thing's been resharpened very often. But all right, 8 minutes in almost. I think I've made this video long enough. Just wanted to share and bust out the cases again. Happy Halloween. Guess I don't hear from you. Going on a 4-day rock hunt vacation. Wish us luck. If I find something, we'll definitely bring it to you. Till the next one, boys. See ya, and thanks for watching.